So, obviously shown through this video, sports definitely builds and reveals character. I think that was just touching what the softball players did um, for that player. And I like to think I would have done the same thing. Um, I'm that type of player, though, to if someone had fallen in front of me, I would help them up. Like, this actually happened, I want to say like a year ago. We were playing a team, and it was one of those games where like we had to win to kind of like come in second, and not first, just second. So keep in mind of that. But anyways, so we had to win, and one of the girls had fallen on top of me, but like it was like on my feet area, and so like the ball went down to our side because it was a fast break after that. And I'm still on the other side of the court trying to help this girl up, and my whole team is yelling at me. They're like, Juliet, what are you doing? And I'm like, she fell. And like, I'm not that person to just like slip my foot off and like leave them on the floor and like, go into our basket because there's one man like left behind. Like, I'm not that type of person. And I mean, definitely if you were just sitting in the stands, you would see how my character, how I am as a type of person when I'm on the court and even like outside of it. So yeah, I definitely think that it reveals character. And there'll be like little instances where I'm just an assistant coach over at where I'm working, and I've always done this at practices, like at my own practices when I was playing, but like say like when the coach splits us up into teams and it's like one team against the other and the losing team has to run, it's kind of like everyone should be running with them regardless if you won or not. Like, you win and lose as a team, there should be no reason why like half the team should be sitting there, the half is running. So I was always the one that was running with the losing team, and eventually everybody like kind of like chimed in, and everybody started running with me and running as a team. So that definitely like build character within the team, saying like we win and lose as a team. But also like with this year, it's really funny. The teams got split up again, and the losing team had to run, and I'm standing next to the winning team. I'm like telling them like, hey, you should probably think about running. And they're like, what? Why? We're not the ones that lost. I'm like, you should probably think about running. And I'm just trying to tell them, like, trying to not to be like, hey, go do it, because like whatever. Like, I just wanted them to make that decision on their own. And so one of the girls listened to me and actually started running. And then the head coach then was like, why aren't you guys all running? And they're like, well, the losing team was the one that has to run. And she's like, you guys win and lose as a team. You guys should all be running. And all the girls looked at me and they're just like, oh, crap, I should have listened to you. And I'm like, yeah, no crap. Like, you probably should be. But that kind of goes into the second question. How will you encourage character on your team in athletic training or fitness room or in your classroom? Just like little instances like that of just kind of like pushing them in the right direction. I've always told my players when I was coaching that like if you gave someone a hard foul and like they fell to the floor, you have to pick them up. If you don't pick them up, I'm benching you for that quarter. And it's just character. That's like you push them on the floor, you help them up. You don't just sit there. And like my biggest pet peeve is when like two people fall at the same time, but one person gets up before the other one, and then they step over that person. And they kind of look at them like, get up, like that's unnecessary, man. Just like help them up. It's messed up. It's rude. But definitely if I were a head coach or like even with this team, I'm trying to have it go more of like the moral high road of it. Like, we want to win, but we want to win graciously. We don't want to win being like boasting and like being a brat about it. And like, I want to win graciously. I want to be humble. But I don't know, some people aren't like that, and it's kind of difficult to kind of push people who don't even have that character trait. But anyways, so that's my video. Hope you guys have a good week.